My dear Swissies and Switzerland lovers, some of you asked me if I could make a video with easy hikes in the Swiss mountains. So your wish is my command. In this video, I'll show you a few easy hikes in the Bernese Oberland that aren't too steep or difficult. And yet, they all offer wonderful views of the Swiss mountains. I hope you will enjoy it. We start with a hike from the Grosse Scheidegg in the Jungfrau region. I stayed overnight here in the mountain hut and set off early in the morning with a packed lunch. This hike has many paved sections and is feasible for anyone who can hike for 2 or 3 hours at a stretch. You can also hike to Grindelwald first from here. You can find the JPX files on my Patreon site.
We have nice weather. We are ready for a nice hike. Yeah, and we have already a little red peak over there. The moon is still here. Look, dit oben. Yeah, and the birds are chirping. The early birds. Yeah. Also the Wetterhorn has some light on it. Rasta's shadow and my shadow. It is mini moose area. Yeah, they are very curious. They think, what the hell are they doing here in the early morning? Yeah, we are the early birds, weißt? Gell? And this is Rasta. Yeah. Oh, they're so cute. Na? How goes? How cows? Ah, you look so pretty. If you like cows, and if you love to see cows on your hike, this one is probably a good decision. Yeah, because there are cows everywhere. Yeah. Hoi, mon amour. Oh, you know where the best light is, for sure. Leck, bist du schön. And some cows just follow us because of Rasta. I don't know. Maybe because of the white color. I can't explain it. Ciao, cow. Oh, you two are beautiful too, huh? Schöne jullie. Yeah, you look great. I mean, this is not really a hiking path. It is more a Spaziergang. It is more a walk. Or maybe a hike for beginners. Huh? Maybe this is our breakfast bench, wenn wir schon dabei sind. Huh? Hier ist Morgenessen. Hä? Ja. Schau da. Nein, das ist meins. Meins. Hey. Das ist deine, schau. Ja. Yeah, during the Alp tide, there are fountains everywhere, and dogs are allowed to drink, but not allowed to swim in. Yeah, but you know that already, right? Some of you asked me where they can buy Alp cheese, and if you hike on hikes like this, you can buy it almost everywhere. Yeah, where the cows and the farmers are. And I think these cows, they just got milked. Huh? Yeah. me. Well, that was like a cow zen meditation. Yeah, that's why I did not speak. I just enjoyed it. We just found another way to go down, not to Schreckfeld and then to Boord. No, this is a new one, and I love new hikes, so that's why we take this one now. Huh? From here you can see already Grindelwald. Huh? We come again into some shadow parts. We are fine with that. They announced 35 degrees at the weekend. So, yeah, we prefer the colder temperatures. I mean, I've been so many times in Grindelwald, and it is so refreshing to find something new. Wat is mine? I know now where we are. We are now at the Höhenweg 1600. So, we don't have to go really, really down. We could take this path to the left. Ah, cool. The sidelight again from the Wetterhorn, and the peak you can see over there, which is still white. This is the Schreckhorn. Oh. I hear some sheep, but I think they are above. I mean, you really don't have to have a good physically condition to do this hike. Yeah, you have just to be used to hike about 3 hours, and yeah, that's all. So when you are here, you have two possibilities. You could go on the hiking path, the regularly, or you take the street. And if you take the street, you will pass by a wild bird zoo. And this is what we do now. This is now the wild bird zoo. I don't know if we just can go in, or I don't know. We will see. It looks like, huh? Open. It's a good sign. Now look, it's Alp Bird Park. I first thought, why do they have birds in a cage? Because for me, a bird must be outside, flying in the wilderness, in the wilderness. But they are here, and I tell you why. Wow, must got entertaining though. Because they had all the birds, they had accidents, yeah, and then they came here, and the people helped them, and now they live here because they are not able to live again in the wild. Girl? Yeah, but you look beautiful. This is snow owl. Schneeuile. But when we are here, there is a beitzli. And when there is a beitzli, we have to take a coffee or something else. Huh? Mal schauen, ob es etwas gibt. Ab hier lächeln. Please smile. Yeah, always. No question. Wow. What a nice kulisse. Morgen. That's cool. You know, I am not a millionaire, but I gave this person some money for the birds and for the food for the birds. Yeah, this is all I can do. Yeah, just sometimes support some little projects. And yeah, this is something everyone can do, oder? Do you see this over there? This was all glacier. Yeah, a few years ago. And now, after almost 4 hours, we are finally back at the Hotel Wetterhorn, where we started yesterday. And we are happy and healthy, with a big smile on the face. And now we go home. I thank you very, very much for watching. I'm sure you loved it. And yeah, let me think about the next video. Ciao!
My dear Swissies and Switzerland lovers, it's already April 8 and the Japanese territories in Lauterbrunnen are already in bloom. The contrast between the mighty mountains in the background and the blossoming trees inspires me every year. Lauterbrunnen lies 800 meters above sea level and is surrounded by mighty cliffs. It's almost Easter, and so you can see the odd Easter decoration. Before we make Lauterbrunnen unsafe, I'll take you up to Wengen first. I want to know how far spring has already come here. Wengen is car-free, so you can only get up there by train. The train runs every 30 minutes at this time of the year and time of the day. The train ride takes about 11 minutes and is peppered with breathtaking views of the Lauterbrunnen valley. While I enjoy my trip in the Jungfrau region, Rasta sends his regards from the Gaintal. You can still film from the open windows of these trains, but it is probably only a matter of time before modern trains with air conditioning are used here too. After the Gimmelwald train station, you have to be prepared for something. As soon as you come out of the forest, you have to look to the right if you are sitting in the direction of the train. This is probably the most beautiful view of the Lauterbrunnen valley. In Wengen, I am greeted by the twittering of birds. Today, I'm not showing you Wengen downtown, but a pretty corner called Inner Wengen. Nearby is the Staubbachbänkli. April is low season in Wengen. Most skiers have been able to pursue their hobbies quite often this winter, so there are no longer so many of them. A few skiers can still be seen on the Kleine Scheidegg. Depending on the snow, the ski season there lasts until the end of April. In the past, almost no tourists were seen in the low season. However, as tourism has taken a huge dimension in summer, many tourists switch to the low season. But not many people get lost in this corner these days. I enjoy the half-hour walk through the slowly awakening nature. By the way, this hike is also suitable for people with disabilities. Practically everything is paved, only the benches are on natural ground. There are a few people who live here permanently in Inner Wengen. There are mainly farmers who live up here with their animals, but there are also many vacation homes that unfortunately stand empty for most of the year. In Switzerland too, we have more and more problems with housing for locals. I love this short hike with the snow-capped mountains in the background. I also love this time of the year for hiking. It's not too hot, it's not that cold, and while it's already blooming down in the valley, you can still marvel at the white giants in the background. For me, this is one of the most beautiful hiking times in Switzerland.
Now we reach the Stechelberg Bänkli, but it's not only one bench, there are several benches here. Yeah, with the view into the Lauterbrunnen valley.
I make my way back. I still have a lot planned for you. On my way back, I come across this gang of goats. I spend about 10 minutes here. I could just stand here for hours and watch the goats. They are so funny. The best known hiking trail in Lauterbrunnen is probably the one to Stechelberg. It is a paved road and can therefore be easily walked with baby carriages or by people with disabilities. I prefer the less well-known paths. Just explore for yourself. There are so many signposted hiking trails around Lauterbrunnen, and if you stay on these paths, you'll always be on the safe side. It's 12 noon, time for the church bells, and for many Swiss, it's time for lunch. I try my luck in Gimmelwald. To get from Lauterbrunnen to Gimmelwald, I take the post bus to Stechelberg to the Wetterhorn cable car station. Although the new cable car runs directly from Stechelberg up to Mürren, the old cable car is still in operation until 2035. After that, a new solution will be sought. So I take the ride from Stechelberg to Gimmelwald, which I'm sure you're already familiar with.
First. Do you want a sip of water? No. A different kind of thirst.
Unfortunately, the lunch doesn't work out. The restaurant is only open at weekends during the low season, so I'll have to go hungry for a while. Around 100 people live in Gimmelwald. Many of them live from farming and have a simple life here with their animals. From Gimmelwald you can hike down to Stechelberg. However, this hike is now closed. There is one section in particular that is very prone to falling rocks, especially in spring when everything melts. Please keep to the prohibitions. It is not worth risking your own life. As soon as it is safe and the paths and surroundings have been checked, this and other hikes will be opened. Attention! Hiking in the mountains always involves a certain amount of risk. So keep your eyes and above all, your ears open. Here we would now continue into the Seffinental and, as already mentioned, down to Stechelberg. Both hikes are not yet open. Contact the tourist office to see which hikes are open and which are not. Now I am sitting in the gondola up to Männlichen. I'll be staying overnight at a mountain lodge here. Unfortunately, it's not dog friendly, so I was traveling alone here. It is still pretty busy here at the moment, but soon the last gondola will go down and then it will be quiet again. I have lunch or dinner and watch the scene. Now I'm going to check into the hotel and take a little nap.
So this is my room. Let's check in.
With you? Super. I like it.
While I was sleeping, I let my Nikon Z8 do its work. When I woke up, the hustle and bustle was over. Let's start enjoying it. I scanned the hills below me with my eyes. You can usually see animals somewhere when the people have left. I spotted this family of chamois with the young ones out exploring. I watched them for a while and was then surprised by the sound of Alphorns. Those were Helen and Neil, a couple from England, connected by love and music. We had wonderful conversations, and I am so grateful to be able to share such moments with you. Then humans and animals got ready for the sunset. After sunset, I took some photos with Helen and Neil and then went to bed early. The early morning would call. In the middle of the night, someone turned on the hallway light, but on closer inspection, it was the full moon. I didn't sleep well. I wonder if it was because of the full moon. I had a slight headache and hoped it would go away soon. The full moon waved briefly and then disappeared behind the mountains. The Lauterbrunnen valley is still asleep. And the only other thing awake is this wooden figure with her dog, waiting for the sun to rise.
Let's go on the hike from Männlichen to Kleine Scheidegg. Yeah, it is similar like the hike from Grindelwald, Alp, see? Not from the hiking length, but very, very crowded during the day. So that's why I do it in the early morning. In about 10 minutes, the sun must be here. Yeah, so I look around for a beautiful place. Yeah, to marvel at sunrise.
After this easy 2 hours hike, I'll take you on an easy walk in Grindelwald. It's a less known trail, so if you love nature and solitude, this is the place for you. You can find all these hikes as JPX files on my Patreon site.
So many unseen corners today. Yeah, I love that. I love to explore the area again and again and again.
Even though Grindelwald is a tourist hotspot, if you move away from the village center, you can enjoy the landscape in peace and quiet. There is a saying that goes, you only know an area when you have walked through it. That's true, isn't it? Even the cat is overwhelmed by the view. I'm on my way to Kleine Scheidegg again, but this time by train from Grindelwald. There are 3 lakes on Kleine Scheidegg, one of which is the artificial lake Fallbodensee. It's only a 20-minute walk away from the Kleine Scheidegg train station.
And this is already my goal over there. The Kleine Scheidegg. This is the terminal station over there from Eigergletscher. Or Eiger Express. Yeah, it's called Eigergletscher. And then you go up to Jungfrau. Yeah. So now I'm at Kleine Scheidegg now. And as I have enough time, we go up to a nice little lake. Okay? I don't know if you can see it, but the grass is not that green anymore up here. Yeah, autumn is coming. Soon the cows go down again. Wow, look at those layers. Also a sign of autumn. Now we are in cows area. Yeah, always close the fence, okay? Otherwise they go down to the restaurant and order a bottle of champagne. You never know.
The morning is always the best time of the day. No quacking around me.
What are you doing? It looks ugly. Huh? Ah. That was a stone. You shouldn't eat stones. Dear cow. Girl? There is no snow left on the glacier. Yeah, it was just too hot in the last few days. But I tell you something, next week it is getting much cooler. Yeah, and I'm so looking forward because Rasta had so much problems with the heat and couldn't barely walk, you know, and I was breathing so heavy in the night. And now we bought him some cooling mats. And yeah, it was a little bit better in this night. Yeah, so the heat is nothing for Rasta and his disease. So this is now the Fallbodensee. Yeah, it's a artificial one, but you have a wonderful reflection of the Eiger in it when there is no wind. I so love these layers over there. Huh? Yeah. Layers are the best.
I could stand here for hours and marvel, but it's Sunday, and you know what happens on Sunday, right? YouTube premiere at 4 p.m. European time. So I should slowly get going again.
It's almost 10 o'clock now. I'm not alone anymore. Yeah, but it's still okay for me.
I'm back at the Kleine Scheidegg train station, and for once I'm not going to that restaurant, but to the other side, to the Nordwand restaurant.
So today I will try out a new restaurant, on the other side of the train station.
I realized that they have breakfast here. So I've ordered a small breakfast with Gipfeli and bread and orange juice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
So this is what you get when you order a small breakfast. It's a Gipfeli and some ham and cheese. salad, gemüse, and bread and an orange juice with coffee. Ja, bon appétit sag ich da nur.
I actually wanted to go on a nice hike, but time was running out, so I got back on the train to Grindelwald. Now I'm sitting on the train again, taking me from Grindelwald back to Matten near Interlaken, where my car is waiting patiently for me. Two days later, the heavy rain was already forgotten, and I would like to show you what the Giessbach waterfall looks like on a typical summer day when there has been no rain. I will also take you on a leisurely and easy hike along Lake Brienz. The boat takes us from Brienz to the Giessbach waterfalls. My home village Brienz am See looks magnificent in summer. Nevertheless, I am looking forward on the first signs of autumn. Some of the trees have already started to change color, and soon everything here will be a sea of colors. You can already see that the Giessbach waterfall is not carrying much water. At the Giessbach boat station, you can either hike 15 minutes up to the Hotel Giessbach or take the historic funicular railway. If you want to drive with your own car to the Giessbach waterfalls, you have to book your ticket online in advance. Otherwise, you'll find yourself standing in front of a closed barrier. The railway only runs at certain times, usually when a boat arrives. The opening of the Giessbach barn in July 1879 had a lasting impact on the evolution of mountain railways, as it was the world's first funicular railway for tourists.
So this is now how the waterfall look like when it hasn't rained, many days. Yeah, it's just a small creek.
For comparison, this is the waterfall on a rainy day in May. Today the waterfall is just trickling a little. Let's set off on our hike along Lake Brienz. The hike from the Giessbach Hotel to Iseltwald takes about 1.5 hours, and it is a very flat and easy hike, suitable for any type of footwear. However, I decided to leave my high heels at home today, for once.
I think I had wrong memories in my head of this hike, because the first part, I would say about half an hour at least, it's just in the forest. But to focus on the good, I mean, that could be perfect on a hot summer day, right? Yeah. And of course, there are no cows here, but many ticks. Yeah, I can hear them screaming. Let's give me your blood. Yeah, but no. Mogen we niet. We don't do that. And if you go with a dog, then the dog should be used to walk on a bridge like this. Yeah, that's why we teach things like this to dogs when they are young. Yeah, so we can hike through almost every ground. And because there is not a lot of sun coming in here, there is a lot of moss around. Yeah, look at all. Huh? Yeah, I love moss. The bed of Mother Nature. Huh? There is a little picnic place here, and there is a very adventurous part. Ooh. Ja. Durch diese hohle Gasse muss gehen. Yeah, that was an insider of Swiss history. Ah, the steamboat, huh? Very nice. I can already see Iseltwald. I was fast. Ha! Oh, this is a cave of a bear. I'm just kidding. A little bit. I say I'm just kidding a little bit because there are actually bears living in Switzerland. But mostly at the border from Italy to Switzerland, Engadin, for example, and rarely here. Yeah, but you don't have to be afraid, huh? So this is the last part of the hike. We are almost in Iseltwald, and I have to say, the hike is more or less in the forest with some view here or there to the lake. And you know that I am honest. For me, it is a little bit boring. I prefer more view, and more mountains, and yeah. But it's your choice, as always. Weehaw. Yeah, we arrived in Iseltwald. So cool. The famous Seeburg. You don't mix it up with the Hotel Charles du Lac. From the Hotel Charles du Lac you have the best view to the Seeburg. Yeah, but it's not the same. And in Iseltwald there is still the same madness. But not that many people here. I'm a little bit surprised.
I'm getting back on the boat in Iseltwald and thinking about what else I could show you in this video. Maybe it was just a feeling, but when I was filming in the Kandersteg region, I sensed that you would have liked to see Lake Öschinen. Perhaps you would also like to see Rasta again, back when he was still able to go on longer hikes with us. So let's take a trip back in time with a Rasta who was bursting with energy and strength. It's wonderful that we were able to preserve such memories. This trip was about 3 years ago. Back then, you didn't have to book a slot to get to Lake Öschinen. Mass tourism has had an impact here too, so I look back on this trip with a touch of sentimentality.
We took one of the later gondolas to avoid the crowd, and as you can see, there are many people going down now. Yeah, we call it Völkerwanderung. Yeah, and yeah, soon we are there in about half an hour. As you can hear, Rasta is with me too. But he is on the leash, and I can tell you why. Because we have 3 running cows all around Öschinensee, and that's why dogs have to be on the leash. It's better for everyone. Gal, moo. Yeah. You can already see the lake over there. You see the small green stripe? Yeah, this is already Öschinensee. Boah, you look crazy schön, Rasta. Oh, crazy schön bist du. Zeig mal, schau mich mal an. Boah. We arrived now at the place where the 2 hotels are. One is a small one, it's a chalet style, and the other one is a typically berg mountain hotel. Yeah, with a toilet on outside the room, and so yeah. So, and when you turn from here, you have the amazing Öschinen Lake in front of you. Huh?
A lot has changed here too. The large Öschinensee mountain hotel no longer offers overnight stays. There is only this small chalet hotel, which is unfortunately very expensive. The rooms have been renovated in the meantime and now have their own toilets. The rooms are fully booked throughout the main season. As things stand today, I paid 367 Swiss francs for a small double room with a balcony in October. At least breakfast is included. For us, however, these prices are simply too high, as beautiful as it is. But we can still reminisce for free.
Wow.